Yes, gentlemen. We are back. Why is my audio so quiet? Why is my game audio so quiet? There we are. What's up, boys? Am I crying? I don't know. It's might just be. That was the stupid Spotify ad because I'm not paying for Spotify Premium. I'm not doing it. All right, boys. It's Friday. It's a different day. I know everybody's a little confused. Everybody's bugging out a little bit, but listen. We're here, right, Daisy? We're here. Why does she have an exotic? I think it's the Whisper. We deduced this, right? It's Whisper. Can we pick up any bounties? No. Okay. All right. So we got to do Shadowkeep. We got to go to the Altars of Sorrow, which the fastest way is probably to go to Sorrow's Harbor, and then I'm sorry, not Altars of Sorrow. We have to go to the Hellmouth. Fastest way is through Altars, circle on down. Hey, Rumo, what's up? Fungool. I spilled fucking Coke Zero on my shirt. Great way to start. How's your day going? Yo, whoa. This dude is dripped the fuck out. Hey, Red T-Rex, if you happen to see this, and the Aegis Scepter, and that's the Gambit auto rifle too, I think. I'm doing good, chilling, hanging out, proving to everybody that Destiny 2 isn't dead, and showing people how they might possibly have some fun during this downtime while we wait for Shadow and Order. You know, just living life, man. Had some Chick-fil-A for dinner, dude. 8-count grilled nuggets. Grilled chicken cool wrap, no dressing. I got a recipe for a nice low-calorie Chick-fil-A sauce, and I got a crispy Coke Zero. Alright, let's get out of this way. Just, pick up a little treasure chest. Spank some hive. There's nothing in the treasure chest but Glimmer. You never played Destiny before? Is it any good? Destiny's a fun game. You will find people on the internet that tell you it's a bad game or it's a dead game. Destiny can be a very fun game. It has its issues. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, okay? But it's not this abhorrent game that everybody's, or a lot of people rather, kind of make it out to be. If you like sci-fi looter shooters, you will enjoy Destiny. There's a good majority of the community that'll tell you how to play the game, that you have to get into build crafting, you have to mid-max, you have to raid, you have to do all, you know, X, Y, and Z, but you don't have to do any of that. And that's sort of what these live streams are for. It's to show people, whether they're veterans of Destiny or someone like you, a fan of Titanfall 2, I mean, hey, you might enjoy it. I've never played Titanfall 2, so I can't say how the correlation sits between the two games, but you may enjoy it. There's no wall running. I know that's a big Titanfall thing. But let's start this mission. But yeah, the whole point is to kind of prove that you don't have to play in this one style that my camera does not. Hold on one second. There we go. That parts of the fan base say you have to play it. And honestly, I listened to that part of the fan base for too long, and it's one of the reasons why I tended to get burnt out on Destiny for a while.
The pyramid's warding is only a temporary inconvenience.
So, if you don't care about spoilers, we're going to be going through every major story expansion for Destiny 2. Huge fan of Ghost of Tsushima. It's definitely not like Ghost of Tsushima, buddy. I'm sorry. But I mean, yeah, you probably figured that out. I need to play Ghost of Tsushima. I've heard Ghost of Yotei was good, but I'm a big Sucker Punch fan from the Infamous days. So I do want to try Ghost of Tsushima, but I've got a backlog that is over 100 games long, and so it's probably not happening anytime soon. But the backlog is starting to get chipped away at little by little, which is, dude, look at them all. Which is a good thing. But yeah, we're playing through all the story expansions in order. So if you want to just see what Destiny is sort of about on a face value, these streams are the best place to do it. And you don't have to spend no money, you know? You can just come chill out. Yote is more fictional, while Tsushima, in your opinion, is better and more realistic. Fair. Fair. I'll take your word for it. Alright, so what's our... We have to head to Sorrow's Harbor and investigate the strange hive... Does that say... Oh, congregations. I thought it said congestions.
Calling all guardians on the lunar surface.
Alright, Zavala, we're not gonna do that right now. I'm sorry, Commander. We're doing important story business. Because I can't get... I can't get new gear until I do the story. This is also, just as a heads up, I say this at every stream in case new people come in. This is a bit of a challenge run. So...
We found it.
Oh, wait, I'll let Ghost talk for a second. Give me this loot.
We must learn its purpose. Do not be afraid to engage the hive.
It's a shame we can't interact with that anymore since they removed that content. Okay, so real quick, this is a bit of a challenge run for anybody who's new here. In Destiny, all of your characters on your account, how much does it cost? It honestly depends. Sometimes there are really good sales where you can get a lot of Destiny content for cheap. But I mean, if I'm just to pull up... Hold on, let me get to cover real quick. I don't want to get killed by this boomer. If I was to pull up just on... I'm going to use PlayStation because that's what I'm playing on. Destiny 2 PlayStation. So, if I go to the PlayStation Store... So, Destiny 2 is... It's marked free to play. I'm going to let you know that's an absolute lie. Okay? Destiny 2 is free to try. You can do activities in Destiny 2, but you cannot go to a lot of the patrol zones and a lot of the planets and stuff. So, if you were to buy... Give me 1 second. Let's see. I know they have the Legacy Collection. Okay. So if you were starting out, and this is where it gets really tricky because Bungie has just this awful way of pricing their game, especially since they broke away from Activision. If you were just starting out, you would want to get something called Destiny 2: The Legacy Collection, which is on the PlayStation Plus store for $69.99. Now, I can show you, thankfully, in-game what that includes. So, let's go down. Does it not tell me the detail? Ratings and reviews. No, I want to know what it comes with. Why is... Okay, it's... Let me do this. Destiny 2 Legacy Collection. Okay. So here we go. So I'm gonna show you on stream what it comes with. So go down here. So these are all the expansions. Destiny 2: The Legacy Collection includes the Forsaken Pack, which includes exotic weapons, a dungeon, a raid, and that's and a destination. Or I think the destination's free to play, whatever. That's right. So it includes the Shadowkeep Pack, which is 15 exotic weapons and armor, another raid, another dungeon. The campaign for Shadowkeep, which is what I'm playing right now, is free to play. It includes The Beyond Light pack, excuse me. The campaign for Beyond Light is free to play, but the Beyond Light pack, which is in this bundle, gives you more weapons, another raid, and some harder 3-man, we call them strikes. It includes the 30th anniversary bundle, which is got a 6-player match-made activity, a ton of gear, a dungeon. That's all over there. Now, see this dungeon key thing, which gives you 2 dungeons? It does not include that. You have to pay for that separate. But it includes the Witch Queen expansion, which gives you a raid, a campaign, new gear, a 6-player match-made activity. It also includes Destiny 2 Lightfall, which is the same thing. You get a new campaign, a new expansion. I'm sorry, a new campaign, new gear, a new raid. And it includes... Where is it? Why is the final shape not here? It's not listed here. It also includes the expansion, the final shape, which gives you a raid, a campaign, tons of gear, a new activity. Now, here's the problem. This thing right here, the dungeon key, there are dungeons in expansions that are not included in this Legacy Edition. So for $70, if you wanted to do these dungeons, you would need to shell out an extra... I've got Steam open, so I'm just going to see if it shows me. It doesn't show me. I think they're like $10. I think individually they're $10 a piece. So the problem is it's confusing. If you were to start, I would suggest the Legacy Collection. Right now it's priced at $70 on PlayStation and on Steam, probably the same on Xbox. There are times where they run a lot of sales where that could get lowered, but that'll give you a good bulk of content. If we're going destination-wise, all of these planets, PS5 player, nice, dude. I love playing on console. So if we're looking at the map, it's a bit easier. So the Legacy Collection gives you the... What is something hitting me? Oh, dude. I'm in the... Moon's haunted. It's a bit confusing. I may make a YouTube video talking about, if you're new to Destiny, here's what to buy. I'm sure there's some exist, but I may do my own. So all these planets, or all these icons, hold some kind of activity, whether it's a campaign from an expansion, a raid, a dungeon, whatever. The Legacy Collection, so a lot of this stuff is free. So the Tower is free, the EDZ is free, the Cosmodrome's free, Nessus is free, the Moon is free, and Europa. So now the Moon and Europa each hold a expansion campaign. Those are both free. The $70 collection you're gonna buy, outside of all of the free things I just told you, will give you this Eternity node, which gives you a dungeon. It gives you this activity, Dares of Eternity, and it gives you access to this treasure hoard, which has cosmetics and a vendor and all that kind of stuff. It'll also give you this node over here, the Throne World, which will include the Witch Queen campaign, access to the Enclave, weapon crafting, and the 6-player match-made activity, the Wellspring. It'll also give you Neptune. As you see, it says Lightfall campaign. That's an expansion. And it'll give you access to the Pale Heart, which has the biggest expansion, the Final Shape. For a new player, if I try Destiny, I wouldn't be as clueless as I was before. Yeah, there's tons of guides on YouTube. And another reason I'm doing this new player challenge, quote unquote, is to sort of help people get into it a little bit, because there's a lot of stuff. It's very confusing. Thanks, brain. confusing because Bungie doesn't do a great job onboarding new players. With that being said, once you have sort of an idea of what to do and where to go, it's very straightforward. You can buy the Legacy Collection. You do your intro, your little intro campaign, and when the world opens up, it may not direct you right away, but you could go to Google, Reddit, or YouTube and type in "just finished New Light campaign, what to do next." And most people should tell you play all the play the expansions, which are Shadowkeep, scroll over here, Beyond Light, Witch Queen, Lightfall, and Final Shape. That's a good amount of content, and if you're not burning through it, you will have a good amount of stuff to do, especially as a new player. There's tons of gear, tons of exotics and rare gear to earn. There's a bunch of systems to get used to. And then after that, you could go ahead and buy the two most recent expansions, which are Edge of Fate and Renegades. Renegades being the Star Wars expansion that came out. Listen, and a lot of people will just say, no, I just want to play the new hotness, and then you just go buy Renegades and you play the new hotness. But I always recommend people play it in order. One, if you care about story or narrative at all, that'll give you the best grasp of the story. There are some things that, unfortunately, you'll have to look up online because Bungie removed them from the game because of memory limitations, which is a whole nother argument, because I genuinely believe that the problem with Destiny 2 and the fact that Bungie has had to constantly remove content is because they still support last-gen hardware. So you can buy Destiny 2 on PS4. I don't recommend it. It plays at 30 FPS, it's sluggish, load times are atrocious, but on PS5 you got crisp 60 FPS. If we go to video, or if we go to gameplay, you can have, where is it? There used to be, oh here, you can adjust your field of view, you can have a 120 hertz mode for when you're playing PvP. It's a much better time, so definitely I don't recommend playing on PS4, and I think that's something that's actually held this game back for a good number of years now. I'm sorry if I rambled. When I get really, be right back, like 10-20 minutes. All right, dope. I feel like I know when I get really excited about something, I kind of just spew. It's that good old ADHD, man. I'll just go on a tangent and just will not pay attention. So I apologize if that was a lot. But if anyone ever has any questions, I'd be happy to answer them here. You can shoot me a question over on Threads or on Instagram. I died. Or help. Maybe I'll open up the community tab on YouTube if you guys want to start posting questions around there. I don't know how that actually works. I've never actually looked into it. Might be something cool. But otherwise, if anyone becomes a member, they get access to the Discord, which you guys can always ask me questions there. But it is not ever mandatory in the slightest, so. Oh shit! We got a new coiffeur. What's the perks on this? We have Rhyme Stealer, which destroying a stasis crystal or defeating a frozen target grants you frost armor, and tap the trigger. Which we're not going to use because we don't have access to stasis just yet. We have to go contact Eris. Alright, let's get out of here. We will... When we get stasis, that'll be a perk that we should keep an eye out for on gear. But for right now, Stasis is it's a bit of a ways away. We do have to get through the Beyond this campaign and the Beyond Light campaign. All right. Oh, I'm so dumb. I completely forgot. I was going to mention to anyone who's... Ooh. No. To anyone who is new... We did get Lucky Pants, that's right. And we got young Ahamkar's spine. In Destiny, when you have multiple... All of your characters share an inventory. And they also share a vault, where you can keep all of your weapons, armor... You can keep 1,000 pieces of gear in here, right? So, with this challenge... What I am doing... is restricting myself. So this is a fresh character on my account, and I can't use anything in my vault. I can't take a weapon from another character and bring it over. I'm only allowed to use what I can earn in an expansion, and I have to play the content in the order it was released in, with an exception. We're not going to be doing raids, and we're not going to be doing dungeons.
It's the nightmares. The hive are
Just because it's hard to get 6 people together for that, or 3 people for a dungeon.
For what purpose?
It's unclear, but they don't seem affected by the nightmares at all. Not like we are.
Fascinating. We must learn how they've achieved that. That's our key to finding a way beyond the pyramid's wall.
Eris? Those screams sounded familiar. Almost like Omnigul. We have to hurry.
Alright. So we finished that quest. A nightmare of Omnigul had stormed through the lunar encampment, returned to Sanctuary to speak to Eris more. So we're just gonna blitz right back. We can't. That's okay. 15 seconds it'll take us out of here. And we'll come back because this is a whole... Altars of Sorrows is a whole nother activity with its own set of gear we can earn. Which will aid us because I can't use any of this. I mean, some of this stuff in my vault is primo stuff right here. Borrow Dyad. Look at this Hung Jury, which was that scout rifle. I can't use any of it. Same thing with armor. It's only what drops in the open world and what we get from expansions. Now, Glimmer is shared across characters. I can't really control that. But one thing we're doing is we're trying to save up our own Bright Dust so I can buy some cosmetics. Which, speaking of... Go to the portal. Did I do any of these yet? No. Okay. We almost have enough where we can actually buy a cosmetic, and I was thinking about this because we've technically been getting some Bright Dust. I'm thinking about getting us a shader. This Winning Look shader. You know, it's not perfect, but it's a lot easier to save up 300 Bright Dust than it is to save up anything else. Alright, let's go talk to Eris.
We must speak again of the hive.
No, that's an exotic quest, an exotic quest, an exotic quest. Here we go.
Her screams as she did the day Omnigul tore her apart and silenced her forever. Our fates nearly intertwined today when a nightmare of Omnigul swept through camp. My survival was a gift granted by the essence you retrieved from the Crota nightmare. Were we to truly harness the power of this essence, it may provide aid in the fight against the nightmares and beyond, to the pyramid itself. It knows we're coming. I can sense it. And we will have the upper hand.
It appears the screams of Sai's phantom have brought forth another burden for me to bear. The phantom of Vel Tarlo. As the nightmare of Omnigul swept through the camp, Eris noticed a strange reaction from the essence of despair. Upon further investigation, it appears the essence can be of use in fighting these nightmares. But first, it must be cleansed of any dark energy. Take the essence of despair and purify it any way you can. Then return to Eris. Alright, so cleansing this will give us our first piece of gear for the expansion, Dreambane Cloak. Collect resources, loot chests, and complete patrols, public events, and lost sectors across the moon. Perfect, we're gonna do lost sectors. And probably patrols. Despair is a deep pit lacking in ropes, ladders, or any other discernible way out. Failure to craft one's own escape is the victory that hopelessness waits for. What a fucking downer, am I right, boys? Shit, don't invite Eris to a party, that's all I fucking know.
Is there a reason we should?
Okay. We got this. I need you guys to give me like 5 minutes. I gotta go change some laundry. I'm gonna drop it in chat that I'll be right back. And then we're gonna continue our quest by heading out and doing these lost sectors over here. And we can go and get these region chests too. Okay, so give me like 5 minutes. We'll be back and we'll continue on with the quest.
My programming assures me that we are at peace. Yes. New tasks must be submitted through the proper channels. Strength and light. Welcome all. Have you located a spill? Clearance activities on the lower levels have revealed a number of vehicles of unfamiliar make.
All right. Sorry to keep you guys waiting. Had to go switch some laundry. You know how it is. Shit happens. Insufficient fragments. Okay. Just got back from taking the doggo on a walk. Aw. We love doggos here. Doggos and skitties. Okay. So, our next quest, which we're gonna track, which is, where is it? Boom, boom. Okay. Exalting the flame. This we're not doing for right now. All right. So we have to do public events, lost sectors, patrols, and collect resources. So I'm going to show you guys just a little bit of various examples of that. This right here is a resource. Every planet's got one. That treasure chest over there is a resource. As you can see, there's a marker for it. It's underneath me. I think it's through this door. There we go. Nice. There's a treasure chest right here. Grab that. We're 15% done. All right. Let's go do a patrol real quick and a public event, which should net us some good progress through this quest. All right.
I can't hold them anymore!
Here we go. Start patrol.
There are too many of them. Never even make a dent.
So these are the easiest patrols. They're just defeat combatants. So whatever alien is on the destination you're currently on, just go kick the crap out of the bunch. The great thing, and this is what I like to do, is couple together a patrol like that and a lost sector, which we're going to go do right now because you can do them in tandem. Here, this way. We're joining smaller streams rather than big streams because in smaller streams, the streamer is more likely to see my messages. Yeah, I get that. I like a little bit of both. I'll watch a smaller streamer every now and then and just chat it up. And then sometimes I'm watching the Burnt Peanut Man and just hanging out. I don't know if I watch any other big live streams. The sports talk radio station I listen to does a live stream. I'll watch that. Oh, there's a Giants podcast that does live streams, and I'll watch that too. But I'm typically not one to do a lot of chatting because I typically watch a lot of stuff on a second monitor, whether I'm playing World of Warcraft, or at work, honestly. All right, there we go. So we got that patrol completed. 35%. That's great. We're gonna do this lost sector real quick. And also get through. Burn that guy. All right, there's nobody else over here. Right. Oh, 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 look at him. Look at him popping out. He's like, peekaboo. Yeah, well, now you're dead. So. What does Kai Cenat even do in his streams? Dude, I don't know. All the clips I used to see of Kai were him hanging out with celebrities, or him, honestly, I know towards the end he was doing a lot of marathons, like he played all the Arkham games in one go. He did a big Elden Ring marathon, I think. But I'm gonna be honest, 9 times out of 10, when I would see Kai Cenat clips, he was just chilling with the boys. He was talking to chat, chilling with his friends, making jokes. Get away from me. But I never actually watched one of his streams to give you a clear-cut answer on that. Alright, good. Ooh, another resource? Huge. 42? Okay, let's see how much. The lost sector should honestly put us over 50. And then... I don't know. We might just have to do maybe a patrol. I'll see if there's a public event spawning. Patrols would be the fastest. In theory. Oh, dude, there's another... Oh, okay. Alright, alright, alright. Here we go. We're cooking. We're cooking right now. It's another resource. 48. Yeah, we're definitely going to clear 50% easily. Just get rid of some of these fallen. And kaboom. Collect that unstable essence. Great, we have another one. That's it. Shoot me with the lightning. Reminds me of Halo 4. I've played everything that involves Halo. I mean, it's the same developers. I remember back when Destiny 1 came out, a lot of people were referring to the Hive as this game's Flood. That's the first time I think I've ever one-phased that boss. Typically, what'll happen with that boss is it'll damage gate, and then you have to kill more yellow bar enemies to drop those big orange orbs to get the buff, which is the unstable essence, and then you can DPS it again. I love this. Yeah, if you like Halo, a lot of people... Where are we at now? 82? Massive. A lot of people really made some comparisons when Destiny 1 came out. Did I grab this? Huge. There's so many helium filaments, dude. 88? Honestly, I might just be able to do this by grabbing resources in the open world and not have to do another public event, which would be faster. Shadowkeep is also an expansion that not everybody liked. People definitely didn't love Shadowkeep. But I'm putting my initial bias aside, and I want to see how I feel about it. Really just... I haven't paid attention to Shadowkeep since it launched. So now I just kind of want to play through it and see if my mind changes on it. Probably not. Because Shadowkeep hinges on a handful of big reveals. Which once you see them, I mean... they sort of just don't hold the same weight. That being said, is there a public event? The public event could get us some good loot. Let's see how long it's gonna take for this public event to spawn. If it's about to spawn, we'll do it. If not, no, I'm not waiting 4 minutes for it to spawn, sorry. We will grab this chest, though. Get some more glimmer. Oh, an SMG. And we gotta go back to Eris, okay. I hate when people enforce their playstyle and constantly telling other people how to play game. Oh, rumor? I'll drink to that. Cheers. I have, and this is sort of, okay, hold on, let me just read these perks, see if this is actually worth using. Final blows grant a stack to stability, range, and accuracy. Precision final blows give us more of a stack, and dealing sustained bonus gives us bonus damage against vehicles and constructs, like turrets. Damage with primary, so this is not worth running double SMGs. Now, back to what I was saying. For a lot of, I will say, not a lot of my gaming life, but the past few years, I have fallen into the trap of sort of being influenced by other people's play styles, and I've let myself sort of be pulled to, hey, you should play this way, especially with Destiny. And I said this at the start, a lot of people will tell you you have to play Destiny a certain way. You absolutely do not. Now, listen. When you get to the end game, does it help to have a build that does great damage, that's really viable, that keeps you alive longer? Yes, absolutely. But you should not be worried about that when you're going through expansion campaigns. Okay, this is what I want to see something. I took this quest even though we're not going to do this mission, because I want to see if I can get rid of it. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to pick up these quests so when I talk to her, they don't always pop up, and I can just abandon them after this cutscene.
My very soul was shattered into pieces. It was all I could do to try and pick.
That's what I'm trying to do with this. I mentioned it earlier, but I really want people to know they don't have to play Destiny the same way everybody else does. Because I'm sure as shit not. And I'm honestly having fun doing this.
Without it,
people will sit there and tell me, you're making another new character? You've already played the Destiny 2 campaigns. You're doing it again? Just power grind. Just get max power. It's like, no! I don't want to fucking just get max power. The whole point of making alts, to some people, not everybody, is to relive the journey, especially when you have such a huge time gap.
And our path to the pyramid should present.
That's why I love playing alts on World of Warcraft, because I just go through different things and I learn a different play style. If I just rush to max power, where's the fun in that? So I don't care if I played through these campaigns a bunch of times, I'm going to play through them again. And that's why with this, I've imposed some rules for myself to make it, to switch it up a little bit. Because if I was playing on, say, my Warlock, or if I made this account and I was like, all right, I'm gonna start a new character, what most people do, not all, but what most people do is they go into their vault, they pull out their favorite guns or their most powerful guns or their god rolls, and then they go over to their armor and they pull out their highest tiered armor and they go online and they go, let me see what this build is, and they make a build that's the most optimal, that just nukes everything, and then they rip through content, they get to max power, and then they sit there and go, oh dude, there's nothing to do in this game. What's the fucking point then? I made a TikTok about this, and I think I put it on YouTube the other day. And I might not have, but I made a TikTok and I said in the TikTok, maybe the problem isn't Destiny. Maybe the problem is you play the game like every other streamer out there and rip through content as fast as possible and get to max level as fast as possible because you subconsciously feel the need to do the raid day one. And then you have nothing else to do. And so you bitch and complain that there's nothing to do, which is why I've always been in favor of how Bungie used to do expansions where they front-loaded a lot of content, so it took longer to get through, so you could play it at a better pace. So you would have more longevity to your content and expansion, rather than, oh dude, content dropped, we're gonna burn through this, we're gonna get raid ready, we're gonna do the raid, and then we're just gonna sit there. Now listen, there's pros and cons to that, right? If you're someone who wants to just, if you want to, this is the key word, want to, if you find enjoyment in that, by all means do that. I'm not going to yuck your yum. Do that. If that's what brings you pure, unadulterated, childlike joy. If you feel like you have to, and it's not bringing you unadulterated, childlike joy, then fucking stop. Fucking stop. I haven't even finished the Final Shapes raid, let alone do the dungeon that came after that, and let alone do the raid, excuse me, that launched with Edge of Fate. That's okay. That's okay. I got burnt out from Destiny so many times because I followed everybody else in the rat race of grinding power and doing seasonal challenges and doing this and trying to mid-max and get a great build that I got fed up. I got tired. And I put the game down. That's what happened with this. I played Destiny 2 Renegades at launch. I got my lightsaber. I got my red crystal, which is a super low drop rate the first time I did the activity for it. And I got fucking bored. So I stopped. I stepped away. Renegades has its own problems that we'll address when we get to that expansion. And I took a huge fucking break. I went and put 160 hours in Persona 5. I've been playing World of Warcraft to midnight. I was streaming my backlog, and then I went, you know what? I saw MacDix playing a fresh Destiny 1 account, and I went, shit, let me do that. Had a PlayStation gift card, repurchased Destiny 1, because you can buy that and all the expansion content for 20 bucks. Made a new PlayStation Plus account, played through that for a couple streams, and then something just started itching at me and went, what if we did this in Destiny 2? Now, originally, I was going to do this all on a fresh account, which would have meant there was nothing on this screen, which would have meant there was nothing in the vault. I would be starting from absolute zero. And then I saw the price for that. And right now, those are funds I just don't have. So that's when I made this challenge. And you want to know what? I'm having fucking fun again. Because gaming is a lot more fun when you don't have someone in your ear incessantly, I think that's the word, bitching that you're doing it wrong. Sorry for that rant. Let's continue, shall we, boys? Need a fucking halls after that. The pyramid wastes no time. A phantom of Toland has arrived with every intention of distracting me. It will not work. So for anyone who's never played Destiny, Eris Morn had a fire team of 6 guardians, including her. On the moon, they went to these deep caverns called the Hellmouth, and her entire fire team got absolutely eviscerated. She was the only one that survived and had to essentially claw her. She lost her sight and took the eyes of a hive alien and basically used hive magic to use them on her face. That's why she has 3 eyes. And just stumbled her way out. And that's kind of been her whole fucking character ever since. Not bad. It's just, you know, she's like the hive witch. That being said, Toland, the lore behind Toland is really fucking great. He kind of went mad. He's known as the Mad Warlock because he wanted to learn hive magic and it tore him apart. And now he's just this little specter we encounter every so often. And he thinks he's better than everybody, but he's not. He kind of sucks. During Eris's time in the Hellmouth, she discovered many hive curios. All that remained was an ancient talisman pulsating with hive magic. Now, the union between the talisman and the essence of despair has yielded a powerful tool in the fight against the nightmares. Take this piece of Dreambane armor and use it to hunt the nightmare of Omnigul. Here we go, boys. First piece, we're swapping out our Wildwood cloak for the Dreambane cloak. Does it have lore? This one doesn't have lore, but it has text. We'll read the text. This relic of ancient trauma is bound by hive magic, like a new bandage on an old scar. Eris Morn. Okay. Since we have been getting some glimmer, we're going to boost our stats a little bit. And we're going to start putting some We're gonna start putting some mods in, okay? Let's see. What are our 3 highest stats? We'll build into them. So we have health, grenade, and weapon damage. So we'll start building into them. Now, I'm going to dump, and I didn't do this before with the Wild Cloak set. Right? Is that what it was called? Fuck's this called? Wildwood, excuse me. I haven't done it before with the Wildwood set because I knew that that was going to be replaced. The Dreambane armor is the armor we're going to be using until we get the next set of armor from Beyond Light. So this is going to be worth me putting materials in it. I have to break one of my rules because enhancement prisms, I just have to. Oh, the golf balls. I'm not going to master with golf balls or the Ascendant shards. I'm not going to use right now. But we do have Dreambane mods. So reduces damage you take from Nightmare Hunt bosses. We'll keep that on for right now. We'll be doing Nightmare Hunts. That's an activity in this expansion. Really fun. Not really fun, but they're cool. They're like bounties. Like hunting bounty monsters. Okay, so I said we're gonna lean into our 3 highest stats. So I want my grenade charged faster. Because we get that bundle of dynamite. Shit's fire. Alright.
Face the darkness of Luna with strength.
So we have to go defeat the Nightmare of Omnigul, which is right over here. Eris used a hive talisman of her own to create the first piece of protective armor, but to pass beyond the pyramid's warding and discover what lies within, you'll need to wear a full set of Dreambane armor, take the first steps, and hunt the Nightmare of Omnigul. Now this is actually what a lot of people didn't like about this expansion, because this expansion boiled down to go get the full set of destination gear and do a final mission, and that's the expansion. There was a season tied to it with its own activity. Oh, yo, that dude's shmove it. But a lot of people didn't like it. And that's kind of okay. The season that came with it, I didn't really play a lot. I wasn't a fan. I'm not a fan of the way Bungie does seasonal content. Because to me, it never felt like playing the expansion. It felt like playing the patch. And I'd much rather seasons play into the expansions, and a lot of time they felt standalone-ish. It was only towards the end they sort of started tying to the expansion they launched with. I think that's something World of Warcraft does really well, is that yes, they have the same problem of playing the patch and not the expansion, but their patches are tied to the expansion. They progress the expansion in different ways, little by little.
She raised for him an army of hive and tore apart throngs of guardians. Omnigul left much suffering in her wake. Suffering the pyramid now uses against us. It expects us to fall to that which we have conquered. Not today.
You know what? We actually haven't used the machine gun. We're going to take this out. Oh, did you hear that little... Whoa, get away from me. Hold that. Yeah! That's why we're specking into grenade, baby. That cluster is absolutely gorgeous. Is that a boomer? Boomer! Sooner! Okay. I need to go back to the tower at some point because we actually need to get some of... I need to buy these because I'm playing this with just one aspect. Typically, you use 2 aspects and then you can use a bunch of these fragments. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. I had a fucking... I didn't even... Dude, I put 1,000 hours into this game and I still don't know how to do half the shit that I'm supposed to. That's not the game's fault. It's mine. All right. Take out these hive. Excuse me, miss. Miss. Do you have time to talk about our Lord and Savior, the Traveler? No? Okay. Well, that's unfortunate for you, but, you know, it is what it is. I want to see those people that are in my TikTok comments come out here and tell me Destiny's dead. Homie, I'm playing Destiny. So if Destiny's dead, then I'm a fucking ghost. Okay? Where'd he go? Did he teleport or did I kill him? Oh, here, hold this. I do that, it never gets old. Whoop. Never gonna catch me. You're never gonna get me. There it is. We got the bundle of dynamite. Hit him with the finisher. Always on YouTube. Nice. I try to post on whatever I post on TikTok, I try to post to my shorts on YouTube. Sometimes I just forget because I'm forgetful. But I'm working on it, you know? Nobody's perfect. Alright. Let's descend deeper into the Hellmouth. Okay. Alright. Come on, you ugly bastards. Fun fact, the Hive aren't originally red in Destiny 1. They're only red in this expansion. Shadowkeep. Alright. Post like every 2 months. Nice. Nice. I'm really trying to... post more frequently is the obvious statement that I want to say, but I'm trying to dig underneath that. I'm really, and you know what? I put this in the title. I'm trying to Joymax this year, right? I'm trying to chase that fun, that childlike excitement that gaming brought me years ago. And I want to do the same with my content because I've wanted to make content since I was 14. So now I have the opportunity to do it. So I'm going to do that. And that involves playing what I like, regardless of honestly, if anybody's going to watch it. I'm thankful that you guys are here watching it and hanging it out with me and just shooting the shit. But I'd be playing this if nobody was watching because I love Destiny as an IP in a franchise. One of my goals in life as a collector is to own every Destiny Collector's Edition, as well as every World of Warcraft Collector's Edition. But the thing is, I don't enjoy posting content, then don't. 100%. 100% straight up. If you don't enjoy something, don't do it. For 2 reasons. One, it doesn't add value to your life. It only detracts, or subtracts rather, excuse me, because it's not fun. And 2, time is the most important commodity. Not important. It is important, but time is the most valuable commodity we have, and we cannot make more of it. So my whole philosophy is I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Right? Because God could call me home at any day. God forbid, this is my last stream. I pray that it's not, but you never know, right? You don't know when it's over. You don't know when it's time to punch the ticket. So I'm here for a good time. That's why in the title of all of my streams at the end I put Joymaxxing. Because I am here to, 1, have the most fun I physically can while I have the chance to do it. And 2, bring the most joy to people while I can. While I have the chance to do it. So if you don't like posting content, don't feel like you have to post content. Just don't post content. And one of 2 things will happen. You won't post content for a while and something will shift and click and you'll say, you know what, I actually kind of miss doing it. Or you'll get confirmation that your gut was right and that you don't like it. And then that's one thing that's not taking up any of your time. I'll take my streams, for example. I was streaming my backlog earlier this year, and then it wasn't fun anymore. So I stopped. I've taken a break from streaming 3 or 4 times in my content creation career over the past, 8 years, because it hasn't been fun. So don't ever feel like you need to do something, or you have to do something. Listen to your gut. Chase the fun. Chase happiness. Because that will get you farther in life than doing things you don't want to do. That's why people sit there in my comments and tell me Destiny's a dead game. Yo, homie, that's great for you. I'm having fun. All right. We got some strange coins. We can go to Zur and probably get some gear. And we got 6 more enhancement cores, which is huge for us. Because that'll be good for us to upgrade stuff. That just... Oh, that was the reward pass for the... Okay. There she is. Gonna give it that BTA, boys. Gonna beat that ass. First, hit him with that. Did we just get an exotic? Yo! Second exotic of the run! Massive. Oh, we're going to the tower after this. Hell yeah, dude. Alright, here. Watch, peep this. Ready? Does she damage get? Dude, see what oh! It just rustles my jimmies that Bungie put damage gating in Destiny 2. Because in Destiny 1, I would be able to burn her to the ground in a one-phase move. Oh. But the good news is that we got our bundle of dynamite back. I don't actually know what it's called. We're gonna call it the bundle. Hey, Omnigul. Prime shipping. Alright, she did that. We're gonna dip. Throw a little swarm nade out. Pop him. We got our nade back. We got the bundle. Huge. So you might say to yourself, Phantom, I seen your inventory. You have 3 exotics. What do you mean it's the second exotic of the run? This I got from a quest. This you get for a quest. The Lucky Pants was the first exotic that dropped in the open world. Which... Oh, shit. Hold up. Hold up. Oh, can we burn her now? Hold up. Which means... Reload that. We now have an exotic. Our second world drop exotic. Which could be anything. It could be armor that is actually useful to us right now. I actually should put... Young Ahamkaras on. Because it gives me enhanced trip mine grenades, which is useful for this subclass. Got her. Let's go!
Eris, the nightmare of Omnigul is taken care of.
Hit the front double bicep,
anyway.
Boys. Pose on them. Pose on them.
We did. This time
Firepower.
I see. Then we will uncover its secrets.
Oh, good. We unlocked
together.
bounties. Okay.
Until then, the hive await you.
All right. So you know what? I'm actually going to throw Young Ahamkaras on because we have it. And I'm going to switch to trip mine grenades because we have them. And that'll only benefit us. There's a quest to go into, interact with Guardians. Okay, well, there's no one to interact with. There's a quest to go into this thing right here. This is called the Portal. This was new for anybody who's new to Destiny. And these are activities you can do. Bungie also added tiered gear. Tiers 1 through 5, 5 being the best gear in the game to earn right now. For the challenge, I cannot access the portal or use tiered gear until I beat the latest expansion, Renegades. So there's a quest I have, which is actually where I got those, the arm piece, the Young Ahamkara spine, where I have to go do a portal activity. So that's not getting done until fucking... It's a new player quest, and we're not doing it until after Renegades. And this is what I was talking about before. I'm going to delete these Whisper of the Taken quests, and then I can go pick them up later in a kiosk if I want to do them, which is fine. And then I'll talk about bounties in a sec. We're going to go talk to Eris. I'll talk about bounties, and then we'll go to the tower, and we'll see what this legendary... engram gives us, or exotic engram, excuse me. Okay. Come here, you spooky bitch.
The fight continues.
You have acquired further nightmare essences, but are out of hive curios with which to create more Dreambane armor. After discovering the Hive's ability to shield themselves from nightmares, Eris learned of a dark power possessed by the Hive inside the Scarlet Keep. This power may be your answer to how they've protected themselves and our key to creating more Dreambane armor. Investigate the dark power within the Scarlet Keep. So, we also, as you can see here, we're going to pick these both, cleanse this essence by completing daily bounties from Eris. So the bounties are up here. Every day these will reset. As you can see, they have the expiration date on them. Collect phantasmal fragments by defeating nightmares. We could do that. Use your finisher to defeat Vex. Use a hand cannon to rapidly defeat combatants in groups of 2 or more. I don't fucking have a hand cannon right now. Use a submachine gun. We can do that. We got that. We got the risk runner, the lightning gun, and then use finishers to defeat Vex on the move. That's easy. We can do that in the portal. Not in the portal, excuse me. In the open world. That being said, we are going back. What is that? Oh, that's the mission. Okay. That's what it wants us to do. Go to the seasonal hub. We can collect our little chests, which gives us more stuff. And now, let's go to the tower, boys, and go talk to our main man, Master Raoul. So, when you pick up your bounty, it'll go into your quest log here. Bounties, self-explanatory. You'll notice I have this one, cannot outsmart a bullet. And this gives me armor synth. That'll let us use the transmog system in the game. But because this is a new player challenge, I'm not allowed to use cosmetics. I can't use any of my transmogs. So these are all shaders I have unlocked. Can't use them. These are all ornaments. You know, I can make my gear look different. Look, I can make it look sick, or I can make it look... What's a really dumb one that I don't like? I can make it look really dumb. Can't use it. I can't use any of my... This is another part I forgot to mention earlier. The collections, equipment, and flair. So those are things like the emblem that you see at the top here with the golden gun on it. Ships. My little sparrow I drive around in. My ghost shell, which is right here. This purple one, tower shell. I have tons of that in my collection from playing for so many years. But due to the restrictions of the challenge, I can't use it. We can only use what we can earn in-game until we beat Renegade. When we beat Renegades, then it's a matter of power grinding, and then kind of anything's up for grabs, so. Let's go talk to Master Raoul.
Let's see what
That's dope. Yeah, dude. There's some parts of this game, man. People just forget. All right. 481, we're not worried about power because power is going to be weird because we're going through old expansions, so I'm not really worried about that. Let's see what we get. Shards of Galanor. We're going to read a little lore tab, boys. Destiny Theater for you guys. Galanor is beyond my skill to repair. I can work with this. The Sword of Galanor, a selected biography. The Blade of Cutting Flame, The Folktales of Mar, editor Holgar. And in the center of the pool was a creature of bronze and rust, with the head of a lizard and the body of a human. Rust had fixed it in a position of supplication, with Galanor upon its appraised palms. The alliterative Galanor. Engram Orion, 23.3.6. Beneath the weeping way he waited, face full of fire and fleeting fever, as he gazed upon the gleaming Galanor. A theory of Golden Age supermetals. Vivian Wayland. A means of printing sheets of carbon fiber threaded with veins of super-hot liquid metal, resulting in a heat-conductive material that is still highly durable. Though its existence is generally accepted, the means by which it can be created or repaired are still lost to us. Analysis of Venusian salvage Dindrain 4359 Cryptarch Yareli. An experimental satellite probe capable of entering the upper mantle of yellow stars, called Galaxy North, are known by the abbreviation Gala-Nor. That was a little theater for you guys. I always like reading lore tabs. So, throwing knife, final blows, decrease the cooldown of your super. Hits and final blows with blade barrage will return super energy after the super ends. I think we're going to go with that, dude. I think, okay, so we have to make a pit stop now. We have to do some things. We got to do a little housekeeping, boys, before we go back to the moon and deal with the shadows, okay? Before we have to take our own adventure into the shadow realm, we got to get some things sorted. First, we're going to go to Zur. For those who are new, Zur sells a bunch of gear that you can use those strange coins I collected to get. I don't have enough strange coins to buy any of this stuff, so I can buy enhancement cores, or I can buy a strange gift. Or I can buy a weapon. He sells tons of different weapons. Oh. I like this machine gun. Unfortunately, can't use them. At least till Renegades. So, next, we're going to go to Ikora. Because Shards of Galanor uses a super that we have to unlock. And let me tell you, when Shards of Galanor came out,
Yes, Guardian.
my go-to. So, we're gonna pick up Shards of Galanor, or Blade Barrage, excuse me.
Serve you well, Guardian.
And then we're gonna pick up, not grenades. We're gonna pick up an aspect, and then we're gonna pick up fragments. So your solar supers are enhanced. Blade Barrage launches more projectiles. That's what we want. While Radiant final blows with your throwing knife fully refund melee energy. We want that. That's good for us. So we're going to take that.
Very well.
And then fragments. I'm not looking up a build. I'm just going to pick what I think is going to work with what we have. So defeating scorched targets grant melee energy and creates a fire sprite. That's good for us. Solar Ignitions spreads Scorch to affected targets. Does my grenade cause Scorch? Hold on. I'm not a hunter main, so I don't know. What is it? What is it? This Gunpowder Gamble. Throw a solar explosive to cause an ignition, which deals damage to an area. The target is singed by destructive and increases as the target accumulates more Scorch stacks. So that's a yes. So we want stuff that pairs well with Scorch, right? Yeah. We're not reviving allies. Rapidly defeating multiple targets with solar ignitions generates orbs of power. Huge, because our bundle can kill a lot of adds with that, and that'll give us orbs of power, which will
Yes, of course.
push super energy back into us so we can use Blade Barrage more. Ember of Ashes, apply more Scorch stacks to targets. That works with our little bundle of dynamite.
Yes, of course.
Solar Ignitions have an increased area of effect, so that's also good for us. And Scorch, I think that's... Ember of Beams. Oh, that's useful too. Defeating targets with solar ignitions grant. Okay, I think what we're gonna do causes targets to ignite is we're gonna pick this one up too.
Yes.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna go with these 4 because then. Do I want? What do you guys think is more effective? When I use my super, that it causes enemies to ignite on fire and creates these things called fire sprites, which give me more ability energy. Or when my bundle of dynamite goes off and the ignition spreads, enemies get scorched, which then plays into... I think we'll mess around. It's it can be very confusing. Okay, I don't even know what I just said to you guys, so we're gonna try it out. So we're gonna switch. We're gonna use Blade Barrage. We're gonna throw on knock 'em down.
Your wilting loyalty to the Vanguard is not going unnoticed.
Solar ignitions have an increased area of effect. That's what we want because we're using the bundle. You apply more scorch stacks to targets. And then rapidly defeating multiple targets with ignitions grants an orb of power. I think these will play well with each other. Again, not entirely sure. I'm not the person to ask about this kind of stuff. I don't know how to play Hunter. I for sure as hell don't know how to make builds. I'm the minority. I play Destiny for the story. People look at me like I have 5 heads, like, dude, what? Who plays Destiny for the story? Me, homie. Why I fell in love with the first game. Because I've gone through huge periods of time where I haven't had people to play with, which means I haven't had chances in the past to do a lot of endgame activities that require you to have a group of players. How long have we been going? Shit, we've been going almost an hour and a half. I'm the same, but with different games. Yeah, it's, you know, it is what it is. I'm not, you know, mad, upset, or salty about it. I like narrative games, and I fell in love with the world of Destiny and the story and the IP. And that's one of the reasons why I don't really give a shit about grinding power levels.
I thought the Hive.
All right, so we're with Inbound Penny and Quantum,
It was thought to be
and we're gonna do our first strike, or actually our second.
The Vanguard monitored its construction, but had more pressing concerns.
Oh, I'm getting rid of trip mines, by the way. We don't need them anymore. Swarm grenades, where it at?
Spilling from the tower suggests another purpose.
Some Hunter player's gonna be like, oh dude, you're using fucking swarm grenades. What a noob.
May be where the Hive achieve their immunity.
Me and my friends are always playing Elden Rings. Nice. My friends and I bounce around between games. We'll have, right now they're all playing No Man's Sky with the new update. But we'll go through a period where we play No Man's Sky. We'll go through a period where we play, oh, these are new players, so these guys don't know what they do. What to do, excuse me. It's all right. I got it. What's up, Boomer? We'll go through a period where we're playing Helldivers a lot. Want to see something cool? All right, so we got to pick up this charge, right? Ready? Peep this. We're just gonna skip. When you pick up the charge, more enemies spawn. We're just gonna skip all that shit. That was a trick my clanmate showed me. And I do it every time I play this strike. You ready? Very good. Look at that. Orbs. 1 orb of power, but 1 orb will help. There they go. I'll clear the way, friend. Fear not, inbounds Penny 42.
The bridge is lowering. Let's move.
We got the bundle. Yeah, this is nice. There you go. See all those stacks spreading, dude? That's what we want. See how it creates that little well of fire? Or no, somebody's throwing that. I think somebody's got a solar grenade. That's what that shit is. There we go. Oh, they're using arc weapons, so Risk Runner will be very beneficial to us. We're just burning through this strike. Which is that? I thought I saw a purple engram. Alright. I've never played Elden Ring. I tried Dark Souls 2 once and, did not get very far. My roommate in college just looked at me and said, "You should do the Dark Souls push-up challenge." Because if you guys couldn't tell, I'm a husky guy. And I was trying to lose weight at the time. Still am.
Here's Hash Ladoon.
Did a bit of yo-yo dieting. We're working on it. So I tried playing Elden Ring, Dark Souls 2, and I think I made it through like 20 minutes. How can you hide your games on PS5? Because my friend wanted to hide his game. I don't know off the top of my head. Do you mean hide when he's online playing? Or hide what he's played? Because those are like two different things. And I'm not really entirely sure how to do that. I don't even know if you can. I know if you can set your PlayStation account so when you log on to your PlayStation, you appear offline. But I don't know if you can hide what you've played. There we go, look at that. Boom. Get away from me. Hup. Hup. Who's shooting at me? You gonna play peekaboo? I see you. No, if you go to his profile and see his games. I don't know if you can actually do that.
Do you feel it?
Give me one quick second, I'm gonna look that up.
A hatred as pure and potent as sunshine, soaking through your skin. Ash Ladoon knows what you are, what you've done. She watched you cut through Crota, Oryx, Omnigul, and she...
Oh, you actually can.
...to return that pain.
Here, I'll put this here. I don't know if this article will help, but... Oh no, that's from your PlayStation library. Oh. What does it say? Oh, no, that's from... Oh, yeah, here you go. How to hide games from other players on your PS5 console. So, if this is what you're talking about... I'm gonna take 5 seconds real quick. Go to the home screen and select Settings, and then go to Users, Accounts, and then go to Privacy. And then you click Select... excuse me, View and customize your privacy settings. I don't know where I'm going. I'm probably going the wrong way. Yeah. I'm sorry, Fire Team. I'm helping people. And once you're in the customize your privacy settings, there should be something that says hide your games from other players. And then you can select the games you want to hide. I hope that's what you're looking for. If not, I would just say go to Google and type in how to hide games on PlayStation 5 and you might find the answer you're looking for. That's what I found.
Eris, we've reached the center of the keep. Hash Ladoon.
You guys want to go on an elevator ride?
She has nowhere left
Oh,
to run.
Oh, no. Don't leave me down
Pursue the
here.
hunt. You must not hesitate nor relent.
No! Oh, homie jumped on it too soon. Oh, great. I gotta fight a shrieker.
Trees are gathering above you. Burning anticipation. Hash Ladoon yearns
I
for
think
your
homie's on his own. I don't know if it pulls us, actually.
She was luring.
Might not pull us until the final room. You need a new mic? Hey, man. Mics are expensive. Especially if you're talking about USB mics. Or condenser mics. Or dynamic mics. Like, those things cost a lot of money, dude. They can, at least. Alright, good. We got pulled. So help homie out. We're coming, Penny. Almost called him Pony. Scarlet Pony Club. Where all the hive go, it's the Scarlet Pony Club. Alright, good. Break the crystal. Alright, boys, get on. You sound like a newborn with your mic. Oh, yikes. All right, let's see how these guys are. Yo, this guy,
Certainly going through
he's got the
considerable grudge.
Eververse armor.
But vengeance, as you are aware,
Homie's got that drip.
can be quite
What about this guy?
soothing.
They both have the Eververse armor. They both got the Guardian Games armor.
You wounded her and the hive in a way that
turn that
cannot
in.
be healed.
Whoop. It's already 9 o'clock. Shit, boys. Oh, it is what it is. When we get a... Oh, yes, dude. Yeah. Let's go. What does this have? Headstone. Precision final blows spawn a stasis crystal and precision instrument dealing sustained damage. Increases precision damage. This is good. For both ad clear and boss DPS. And how fortuitous we're about to fight a boss. Right?
Guardian, eyes up.
Hey. 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 Hey, we call this the Texas two-step, baby. We call this the stun on them. They used to call me the stunner. Nobody called me that. Got those moves? Dude, you gotta try it. That's how you avoid the laser blast. You just gotta like juke them. We do really need a solar weapon though, because we're using a solar subclass, so we need something that'll generate more solar energy. What's the Yankee score? I don't care about the Knicks. I want to watch the Yankee game. Look at that. This is where it gets dicey. Here, hold that. That's right. Scorch. Scorch. It's really hard to get headshots when I'm facing the opposite end of the boss. Oh. Oh. Sorry, I'm gonna beat this guy. Boom. One shot. Why? Boom. 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 Okay, maybe that one shot wasn't mine, but you know what? We're gonna get homie. We're gonna get Penny. Or no, this is Quantum. Penny's the Titan. And we're gonna pop this Blade Barrage. Hit him! That used to do so much more damage. Look how they massacred my boy. Let's go, dude. Hey, Bright Dust payout. That's massive. Cleanse the Essence of Anguish. And we got some strange coins, some glimmer, some enhancement cores. Very nice.
This is
Very,
a
very
relief to
nice.
hear,
Alright.
But Hashladun's presence is no
So we got
coincidence.
Sleek Synth Cord, which we can go and take.
Have grander ambitions for the pyramid's influences.
Let's go see what the quest
She
is.
had a tablet on her, one that describes a.
We gotta do.
I have no record of such an item.
That is precisely
Cleanse the essence. Oh, this is the essence of
anguish.
anguish.
Return to me.
Alright, so we gotta
There is
cleanse that.
much to discuss.
Homie, why are you shooting at me? Dude, we're gonna do it. Good. Oh yeah, it's Marathon. Guys, play Marathon. Our new game. Marathon. I'm not a fan. I don't hate Marathon. I'm not one of those people that's just like, Marathon's a dead game. Oh, fucking garbage. Oh, this is why Bungie doesn't like Destiny. No. I played the Marathon beta. I'm not particularly a fan. I especially don't like the art style. And that's a big thing for me. I need to like what I'm looking at when I play it. Also, hold up. We did get a little bright dust payout. Get some more bright dust. See that? That's a tiered 3 sniper. See this beautiful thing? Tier 3, enhanced perks, looks fucking clean, and it's gonna be fucking deleted. Why? Because we are not allowed to use it. Somebody's looking at their screen going, no! Why? That was a god roll! Yeah, dude. I'm dying out here. Dying. Okay. I think we have to do the cleanse now. I don't think we can progress the story until we do it.
Welcome, Crota's End.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so let's see. What do we gotta do? We gotta do 2 bounties. Which...
Cade and I agreed on one thing at least. A hunter's place is not behind walls. We are not titans. You
okay, so we have to... kill 7 Vex with a finisher and kill 2 nightmares. Okay. I know where I can find Vex. I don't know if the nightmares have to be in... Wait. Okay, no, nightmare hunts aren't a thing yet. Okay. I don't know if nightmares have to be in lost sectors. Vex usually spawn over here on our left. Usually a bunch of them. Those are fun. Here we go.
Opener of vacancies.
See? I told you it's Toland. He tries to act all fucking edgy. I have Arc Raiders. It's literally better than Marathon. I want to try Arc Raiders. I just didn't... Oops. I didn't have the 40 bucks to drop on it. And I didn't want to put myself $40 in the hole just following that impulse. So... Usually there's more... Oh, wait, no, I know where they spawn. I'm wrong. They spawn over here. By this big catch. See him? Yeah, there he is. There he is. We'll get a little 1. Little 2. Little hit him with 1. Oh, dude, 1's already weak enough. Hit him with the... Spin him! Call me the spinner. I'm like that My Hero villain. But not really. Okay. So... Can I not track my bounties? What? Are you kidding me? I still have to physically go... That's kind of dumb, dude. I thought I could track my bounties in the menu. Or in the little... active orders. It just won't let me. So, fun fact, if you want to get your zone to sort of reset itself, one thing you can do is go inside a lost sector, like, or a different zone, like Trader's Catch, which is technically instanced, and then you just go back out to the public space, and it should reset, and there should be a couple more Vex for us to kill. Keyword is should. Doesn't always work. No. Did not reset at fucking all. Okay. Alright, where do the Vex spawn? I think they only spawn... I think they only spawn in Anchor of Light. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, dude. I'm sore from my lift today. I mistimed my pre-workout meal and had no energy for the gym. It was an absolute nightmare. But we still did it. Because it doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to get done. Let's see if they respawn. Now, as for nightmares, I don't know. I think I have to do lost sectors. Dude, there's so many people here. What the hell? Were there Vex here? Am I missing the... Or did they just kill a boss?
Listen. Listen.
There's a glimmer in that chest. Shut up, Toland. I need to fight Vex. Just gonna run around until they spawn. Baby, alright, see you when you get back. There's another Toland. We're gonna zip, spin. We're gonna spin the block. Oh, here they are. Let's go. Boom, boom, boom. Hit him. Boom, hit him. Boom, boom, hit him. All right, that's that. Okay.
You have wandered far from one enemy's dreamland to another.
Yeah, Toland's kind of been showing up the past couple expansions. So collect phantasmal fragments. Dude, I wish I had a...
It's too valuable to be left undefended.
We're just gonna run this Lost Sector real quick. I wish I had a hand cannon, but... We are slaves to the RNG right now. The good news is... Shadowkeep will actually give us, I think, one of every weapon archetype. We just have to do some side questing. Which, you know, isn't a big deal. We're here to have fun and play the game, right? I'm just setting some expectations. There it is. We're gonna speed through this Lost Sector right now. We actually got a good amount of stuff done, I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I'm dumb. Hold on. There's nightmares in Altars of Sorrow, which I think we're gonna have to do for another side quest, but let me turn this down. Oop. That's better. We're gonna have to do for another side quest, but for, yeah, here we go. This works. As long as we get 2 phantasmal fragments, I don't think it matters as long as they're from nightmares. And I think they have to be on the moon. There's going to be a side quest where we have to go kill nightmares off planet. Yeah, Nightmare Wizard. We're gonna pick up this relic and just... There's one? Okay, good. We just need one more. And that'll actually be this completed, and then I think we might have time to do a mission. And then I might call it for the night, and then we'll pick it back up on Sunday. Is there another? Oh, homie, are we at the point where there's 2 zones? Oh yeah, this is a tier 5, shit. We gotta, there he is. There she is. Just try and do as much damage as possible and hope we get the phantasmal drop. Did not get it. I wonder if we need unstable essence. We might. Yep, no, she's gonna... Isn't good. Shut up, Toland. Nobody likes you. The knight gave it to us last time, so I wonder if he'll give it to us this time. I hope so. Did he? He did not. Oh. What is it? Still 1 out of 2? Okay. Alright. It is what it is. We gotta kill these guys now. Slam the wizard. Here we go. We gotta go slam the wizards over here. Pause. I just need a nightmare, man. I don't need all of this. Dude, this sucks. Did that just disappear on me? Son of a bitch, dude. I'm going to the other side. I'm gonna go with Punk's not dead. Try and help him out with it. Maybe if we concentrate fire. And we only have a minute left to do this. And then if that doesn't work... Okay, there's 50. Yeah, so now... Basically, the best way to do this is to... You all line up on one spot. You get the sword bearer to spawn. And then you all kill the sword bearers. And then you run over with a sword. And here he is. Pick up the sword. You hit a couple slams. You know, if you don't die by the ogre first, okay? See, and we get time back for that, which is good. There's another sword. Pick this up. Just slam him, spank him around a little bit, you know, teach him a lesson, and then stun on him. Then just hop on your sparrow. Skip on over.
Come, opener of vacancies.
Oh, you bastard. And still not another phantasmal fragment. What the hell, dude? I'm starving out here. Give me a little phantasmal. Just a little one. Dude, I don't need a lot. Hit him with that. I don't know what the criteria is for getting him to drop it. There we go. I guess it's just random. Then we go here, pop this. Ashladoon's death has yielded information of great value. The existence of a cryptoglyph. Return to Eris Morn Sanctuary. Okay. Okay. Welcome back, Rumor. Alright, so we cleansed the essence. But we have to dispel the magic, so we have to do one more mission.
The pyramid trembles under the weight of our progress. With every victory, we draw closer to conquering it. The spoils of Ashladoon's death are twofold. We now know what the hidden swarm have been using to shield themselves from the nightmares, and where it lies, the cryptoglyph. If ever there was a more powerful set of runes the Hive used to conjure their magics, I have yet to learn of it.
All right. We're gonna probably take a break real quick after this so I can go switch my laundry, and then we'll come up and probably do another mission.
Our cryptoglyph lies at the bottom of the Hellmouth.
All right. Ooh. Man, it's getting hot up here. All right. It is no surprise that the pyramid now inflicts the phantom of Omar Aga upon me. The pyramid would do anything to stop us from getting inside. Hashladoon has been disposed of, and with her death comes a path to victory. A hive cryptoglyph. Travel to the Hellmouth, locate the catacombs. Hashladoon's cryptoglyph lies inside for the taking. All right, boys.
It's left behind.
Do I have to hit accept?
The pyramid trembles.
Okay,
under
yeah,
the
yeah,
weight
accept.
of
Okay, there we
our
go.
progress.
This might be the last mission for tonight. Gonna head to bed. Good night, Rumor. Thanks for coming out. It's hard to see the second R. So I called you Rumo the first time you dropped into stream. But good night, Rumor. Have a good one. This will probably be the last mission for the night, and then I'll call it. And then we'll be live again on Sunday. But we're gonna wrap up. We're gonna finish strong. We'll get that second piece of Dreambane armor. And then I'll probably just chill, play some World of Warcraft or something. Alright, but let's go. Oh, my dual sense is low. Well, who gives a shit? Okay. Where are you? I always get confused going here. The Hellmouth can be a little... There we go. Can be a little tricky sometimes. Alright. Legacy, Shadowkeep, we're going in. Now this mission can be a pain. Sometimes. It's probably not going to be as big of a deal as I think, because... I mean, Legacy content is just kind of... I need a bow so I can get unstoppable. Legacy content is just kind of easy. But I think this will give us the Dreambane boots. We're gonna load. Here we go.
The catacombs. Somewhere within that hive-infested labyrinth lies our cryptoglyph. If we hope to go beyond the pyramid's warding, we must retrieve it, but be warned. Those who enter the rotting depths of the catacombs often fail to return. In that tomb, light does not find a way.
Something I'm thinking of doing, and I want... Maybe you guys can weigh in on this if you think it'd be cool. Is I'm thinking before we play the next expansion, we watch some of the trailers that came out. So we just watch some Beyond Light trailers before we jump in. I think that'd be cool. One, it'll be a nostalgia for me and any other vets that are watching, and two, it'd just be, you know... I think it'd be a good teaser. And then we just jump in on Beyond Light and stuff. I think that'd be... What do you guys think? It's gonna be a little while before we get to Beyond Light. I'm very...
That's our entrance. Over on the other side of the pit.
I'm very ambitious thinking that we're gonna clear all these expansions in time for Shadow and Order. But I mean, we're going for 2 hours, so... We'll see. It all depends how Destiny wants to cooperate and... Honestly, how long it takes me to get through some of those later campaigns.
Never are the catacombs unmanned,
Because the legendary
as they
campaigns,
play
at
host
least
to the
for
most
Final Shape, are going to
potent
be
hive magics, including our cryptoglyph.
a bit
We know
tricky.
not what the hive plan to do with
And,
power as
and because we're
dangerous
not
as
using any tiered or crafted
find
gear,
success.
we're only using what we get in the campaigns. We're not going to be relatively built to just blitz through legendary campaigns.
It is of utmost importance they be halted immediately.
Yeah. Send as many hive as you want, homie. I got the bundle. Shipping that shit next day prime. Okay? Here, hold that. Hold that. Hold that. Oh, I missed. I'm bad. I'm great. I'm the best Destiny player in the game. Grenader Jake who? That I'm not gonna.
It was within these depths
I'm not gonna lie, dude.
Crota
That
and his
dynamite
brood stripped
aspect
me
is
of
kind of
all
fucking broken.
that I cared for. My fire team. My friends. Only I remained, beaten and broken. The guilt of survival lingers. But you must not. Onward.
There is, I believe, I don't know if it's account-wide. It might be, so I have to check. But there is, at the end of Shadowkeep, a quest line to exorcise the nightmares that are haunting Eris.
The pyramid distracts. Nothing more.
I just don't know if it's account or character-based. If it's character-based, we have more content in this expansion than I originally planned on doing. If it's account-based, then we're just it won't even pop up for us. So I just think it depends. Surrounded on all sides. Accosted by the enemy. I survive.
More phantoms, just like those hunting Eris.
Yeah, fun fact, these are all the phantoms of all the Guardians that died when the Hive invaded the moon and Crota killed everybody. I think it was just called the...
That's the cryptoglyph. Grab
Great Tragedy? No. I have to look it up. The Great Disaster. That's what it is. So, in Destiny 2 lore, one of the Hive deities, Crota, invades the moon. And the Guardians at the time launched this full-scale assault to reclaim the moon. And it goes absolutely horrible. Everybody dies. And I'm talking about hundreds and hundreds of Guardians die. It almost wipes out the entire Guardian Order. And it ends up being remembered as the Great Disaster. I believe, I don't know if they do it during the Great Disaster or the Great Disaster is what leads them to do it, but that's why Eris's fire team goes to take on Crota. Again, I don't know if they go because they're part of the assault or if they go because the Great Disaster happened and they went, hey, we're gonna actually go and do this. You may not believe me, but back in the day, this mission gave me some trouble when it first launched. Just take the cryptoglyph. Because this next part...
Eris, we have the cryptoglyph. Teleport us
This
out.
next part can be an absolute fucking doozy.
Eris, are you there?
Are the Knicks winning? Yeah, the Knicks are. Beating the Raptors. Now, you may say to yourself, Phantom, why is this next part a bit of a doozy? Well, it's because there's tons of Shriekers and Wizards that shoot homing projectiles at you. And you're in a darkness zone, which means you can't respawn. So, if you die, you have to restart all over again. Oh, that's right. I can't use my grenade. Plus, there's no light, so all you can really see are the green of the Acolyte's eyes, and there's also unkillable hive that chase you. So, while your first instinct is to shoot your way out, the best way to do this is to just blitz your way to the end, and then you'll meet back up with Eris Morn. Once you see Catacombs and Circle of Bones, you've successfully done it.
Guardian. I thought you'd... I'm sorry. The immense darkness of the pyramid kept me from you. But we must not waste time.
That's also one of the first times Eris shows, like, real emotion. And you can hear it in her voice. She's absolutely terrified that she got somebody else killed. And I just, dude, I just love that part so much. The Guardian. And then she, like, kind of composes herself. And she's like, come back. We'll do the thing. You got the cryptoglyph. Now! This is fucking huge. The cryptoglyph is what's going to get us geared. Because when we find these essences... Sorry. Wrong tab. When we find these essences, because there's a bunch of different ones. The ones you get for the campaign give you the armor. You can find other ones by doing side activities that give you the weapons for the moon. And that's how we're going to start filling out our arsenal and start getting rid of some of this stuff. We'll keep Night Watch because it's still rapid hit explosive payload's a really good fucking perk. But like we're going to get rid of Ragnalid. We'll probably get rid of the origin story. We'll probably get rid of Psy Sirius. Because we'll be able to essentially craft.
Did I send you?
That guy looks kind of cool.
Always.
Moon weapons, and then we'll be able to focus different ones. So if I want to make sure I have a good auto rifle or a good machine gun or a good hand cannon, we'll be able to do that here. This was actually an early version of crafting. It was just a way to target farm gear. And a lot of people will sit there and roll their eyes and scoff and be like, oh, destination weapons suck. Yeah, well, nobody's telling you you have to fucking use them. I want to use them.
These diseases torture the moon with their very presence. Send them back to the past where they belong. And in return, they...
Oh, audio just cuts out. Unless I hit a button. If I hit a button, it's my fault. Also, a lot of people didn't like, now that I think about it, the fact that, you see this thing, the Scarlet Keep? Shadow Keep? The expansion? They didn't like the fact that the Scarlet Keep was the third mission of the campaign, and we beat the leader of the Scarlet Keep. Now, the campaign is... I'm sorry, I keep rolling my neck, dude. I got a pinched nerve or some shit that's just driving me insane today. Now, the main plot of Shadowkeep is to exorcise the nightmares and go into the pyramid ship, because that's what Eris found because of the Scarlet Keep being risen. But also keep in mind, I think it would have been cooler if the Scarlet Keep was the penultimate mission of the campaign. So you do all this stuff that leads you to storming the Scarlet Keep, fighting Hashladoon, defeating Hashladoon, and then Eris goes, okay, we're ready. Let's go take over. Let's go find what's in the pyramid. That's just me, though. The phantom of Ariana 3 now haunts me alongside the rest. They are a burden that weighs heavy on my mind. The cryptoglyph must be used to empower the lectern of enchantment near Eris. In tandem with the cleansed essence of anguish, this will yield you another piece of Dreambane armor. Empower the lectern of enchantment with the cryptoglyph before setting off to hunt the remaining nightmares. More nightmare essences are required to craft the remaining 3 pieces of Dreambane armor.
I've returned.
Bound with blood. Use the lectern to infuse the nightmare essence to create a new piece of gear. The lectern of enchantment glows with the magic of the hive thanks to its newly affixed power source, the cryptoglyph. The lectern can now alter cleansed nightmare essence to create more Dreambane armor. Which we get. We get the Dreambane strides. And then, alright, so this is important. This is how we target gear. Nightmare essences. So if we wanted to craft new boots or a new cloak, we need phantasmal cores. So you can purchase them for 20 fragments, which you can buy for glimmer, for 10,000 glimmer. So it's like 200,000 glimmer for 20 fragments. Or you do your bounties, which is defeat combatants in nightmare hunts with arc damage using arc abilities, find the lost sector K1 communion and dispel the nightmare within, defeat nightmares in lost sectors on Nessus, and the weekly, which is defeat nightmares in lost sectors across the solar system. So that's a lot of the side content we're going to be doing. Also, we got a quest while we were doing that. I don't need to open that. Ikora has arrived on the moon to see the pyramid for herself and deliver a message. Take the portal near Eris to meet Ikora in the enduring abyss on the moon, which is that portal over there.
Once again,
First,
you have proven yourself.
we're going to put the Dreambane strides on. Excuse me. Again, no lore tab. We'll just read the flavor text. You will go where none have gone before. Tread carefully. Eris Morn. And then we're going to upgrade everything but the golf balls.
Have you come with bad news?
But my phone went off. We'll throw on another Dreambane mod. These mods, I don't know if they're locked for all players. I'm not going to use them until we finish the campaign. Then we'll use them to do the side activities, just to kind of keep things fair. Also, I completely forgot. We put this mod in. We should put some other mods in. So, reduces grenade cooldown when using your class ability. We always like that. Always throw a Reaper mod on. Your next weapon deals final blows. I usually like to use time dilation, or powerful attraction, excuse me. But without fully masterworking the armor, the Dreambane mod takes precedent, which it is what it is. That's fine. So we are also going to max out that again. We are going to do Orbs of Restoration. Picking up an orb will give us energy to your ability with the least amount of energy. Eris is babbling. Replenish health. Reduces grenade cooldown.
My mind floats free on a
We'll do invigoration. And then, what is this?
Approach, Guardian.
Increase your base movement speed and jump height.
Once again, you have proven yourself.
Solar weapons get bonus reserve. We'll also throw an intervention on there to just kind of buff us a little bit. Now, Shards of Galanor, we can actually rank up as well, because we're going to be using it for a while. I am going to have to use arc abilities for one of those. Here we go. Grenade final blows create orbs of power. Huge. We want impact induction. The whole point is to have our grenade up as fast as possible. And then we'll throw in
we are not titans. You and
that.
I belong.
So we're just kind of feeding our grenade in melee the whole time. Oh, that's 110? Okay, we can actually take that. No, it's okay for now. We'll focus the other ones on weapon and probably super. Alright, let's go talk to Ikora. Ooh, there's a treasure chest. I think it's a cutscene. Get ready to take them screenshots, baby. Gotta have it to post on socials. I also am a sucker for a good screenshot. But we're gonna look fucking dumb with our Dreambane and Wildwood set.
I had to see it with my own eyes.
If we look so fucking dumb, I'm not taking a screenshot of this.
How long has it sat in
That I will.
silence, watching us?
That's nice.
Much too long.
I believe that's her entire fire team now.
I can't help but feel responsible for this, Eris. If I hadn't sent you here...
Your concern is noted, but my fate is my own responsibility. And we both know you didn't come here to apologize.
I came to tell you, you were right. It seems those responsible for our collapse are coming back.
Riot! You're all insufferable! Save your torment for someone who gives a damn!
Eris, the Vanguard is at your disposal.
And if you'll excuse us, Ikora, we have work to do.
Hell yeah, we gotta go hunt.
Guardian. Whatever she needs.
Oh, that's right. That was before they changed Ikora's voice actress. Her new one doesn't do as bad. You know, she does an okay job. I'm trying to see if it'll center. That's good enough. All right. So that was just a pretty long one today, guys. Legacy Shadowkeep, what do we have to do? Defeat 3 remaining nightmare bosses, collect their essence. Essence of fear, isolation, and pride. And those will be the last 3 remaining Dreambane armor that we need to beat the campaign of Shadowkeep. There's still some stuff we're going to have to do post-campaign. Like, get ourselves geared to go into Beyond Light, excuse me. And that'll include using the Lectern of Enchantment. And possibly running Altars of Sorrow for the gear that comes there. Just to give you an idea of what we're going to be farming for. Outside of the Dreambane gear, we're going to be farming for these weapons down here. These 9 weapons. And... or these 10 weapons, I'm sorry, Night Terror. And then we'll also be farming for these 3, Blasphemer, Heretic, and Apostate. And then I don't know if we'll get the quest for Deathbringer and Xenophage. They'll be very useful if we do get those quests, especially Xenophage. I don't know how it is in today's sandbox, but it's just a fucking... it was a monster when it came out for a long time.
Mad old Eris now.
So, with that being said, these are the 3 nightmares we have to do. I'm going to save those for Sunday's stream. In the meantime, however, probably today and tomorrow, I'm going to grind out these nightmare bounties. And... well, except this one. This one we can't do till Sunday. Defeat combatants in nightmare hunts with arc damage. But I can do these. And maybe some additional bounties. But I'm going to do these. Reason being, not for the armor. I don't really want to craft new versions of the Dreambane set. But I want to start stocking up Phantasmal Cores and Fragments for when we get the other essences to get the weapons. My goal is to kind of give us as much gear as we can to go into Beyond Light. And then when we go into Beyond Light, we're going to swap that gear out for the Beyond Light set. So realistically, do I have to farm every weapon of Shadowkeep? No. I would like a full set of Shadowkeep gear to go into Beyond Light with. And then when we get into Beyond Light, we're going to farm the armor set there, which I believe we get for the campaign. and we'll farm the weapons
To
there.
open doors.
And then once we have those weapons, I think there's some exotic quests we can do in Beyond Light. And then we'll just, you know, we'll go on for there. Again, I'm very ambitious to try and get this all done before Shadow and Order, because the goal,
I must let their memory
why I
rest.
grab this box real quick. Thank you. Take me back to the world, please. The goal of this challenge
Breath, the traveler
is to go from Shadowkeep
to open doors.
all the way through Renegades and Season of the Lawless before Shadow and Order comes out in June. Now, Shadowkeep and Beyond Light, that's going to be pretty easy to do. We're almost done with Shadowkeep, in all honesty. It's just a matter of how much I want to show off. We have just under 2 months to get to Renegades. Now, the problem we're going to run into is, one, how long the legendary campaigns take us, because we're not going to have access to tiered gear, crafted gear, anything like that, high stat armor. We also have to do 30th anniversary content. But the bulk of what's probably going to take us a while is the final shape. Because post-campaign, we have a bunch of stuff that we're going to do before we go into Edge of Fate. We're going to get the sniper. There's a couple exotic quests we have to do. There's an activity we're going to have to show off. Get a full set of the planetary armor.
You deserve.
And then Edge of Fate. There's a ton of side quests in Edge of Fate. There's just a ton of content to do in general. So I'm going to go. That's going to do it for me tonight. I'm going to bounce. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to farm some phantasmal fragments. And I'm really going to think on how much of the farming content I'm going to do for these expansions on stream. Because it might just benefit me to do a bunch of stuff off stream, so that way when we're on stream, we're going through content, we're showing missions, you guys are getting lore if you're new, you're getting to see what the game is, you're getting to see activities and all that stuff. Because if we get through Renegades, and then Shadow and Order drops, that's fine. I will consider that a success. Because I also have a bunch of other stuff planned for this year that I want to try and get to. So it's just a matter of how long this is going to take. But that being said, I'm done rambling. I'm going to head off for the night. Thank you guys for coming by. I hope you guys have a fantastic night. Have a good night. Sleep well. Take care. I will see you guys Sunday, not tomorrow. Sunday for another round. You can check the channel. You'll see I'll put an upcoming stream thing like I did today, so you can get the notification. Or if you become a member and join the Discord server, you will always get the notification of when I go. With all that being said, I'm going to go relax for the rest of the night. You guys take care. Have a great night. And remember, it's all about having fun.
The real Toland scours the length of many dimensions. No one else can do what must be done.
I am a machine, but I am very glad to have
Phantoms,
survived.
banish yourselves.